I think it's twofold. And when I was creating the concept for Mendocino Farms, I really wanted to promote local farming. You hear it in the name. Mendocino County happens to be one of the densest small sustainable farms, amount of farms in the world. So it was already top of mind when I was creating the concept. So the twofold is, one, if you eat locally, you're going to be able to usually do it a more cost-effective way. The second thing is, though, particularly eating seasonal, but also in some of the small farm cheeses that we use as well, they taste better. So not only are you getting a better tasting product, but you're also getting a product usually that's more affordable. Yeah, obviously, one of the things that we're really sensitive of is our amount of paper goods, because we use a lot of them, and we're constantly trying to figure out a way to use less paper. What you see in some of our current Mendocino Farms we've opened in the last year, we've put dishwashers in them, so we can actually have like salad bowls. We've spent a lot of time studying potato ware instead of plasticware. We finally found one that actually lives up to what it says it's supposed to do. Yeah. So we were able to switch over on that. We recycle it at all of our stores because we still use bottled waters, which are awful, and we're looking at alternatives as we speak. In fact, we're even looking at being one of the first restaurants in the next year, maybe going to a glass bottle that's reusable. One of the things that we are proud of, though, is our relationship with Bottle Box, which is the company that makes our plastic salad bowls. It actually uses the plastic bottle waters and recycles those, and that's what we're using our plastic salad bowls with. For a long time, we used to donate all of our leftover bread to a local church. There's enormous amount of liability. For us, the way that our system's set up, there's very little waste. We pretty much are almost empty, by the end of the day. And then we've continued to find new uses for our bread. That's a big deal because we like to use very fresh bread. So our biggest issue is making sure that we order bread properly. A lot of practices, for instance, like your plasticware versus potatoware, is going to be more expensive. I think that the fact that the investment, for being fast casual, for us still wanting to put things on plateware, if you really do the math, it can actually break even, compared to disposables, having something that you can reuse. I think the bigger question is beyond asking whether you're trying to be in a sustainable restaurant, or if you're trying to be just a restaurant that's part of kind of this bigger scheme, right? And I think for us, and that's why we actually really don't promote or market any of our practices, for the simple fact that we just think everybody should be doing it. Does it cost maybe a little bit more? Do you have to be a little bit more thoughtful? Sure. Is it outrageous? If you're not being smart about it, yeah, it could be. But we try to be, very intellectual about it. We research it. So every single thing isn't from a local farm, but we really, when we can, we do. And in fact, we're one of the largest purchasers of local farming in the city because, we try. I think you're going to see less people being hung up with the word organic. I think you already see that movement because there's a lot of things. There's a lot of big business farms that are organic that really aren't practicing anything sustainable, right? I think you're going to see a lot of people really trying to support local farms. Now, all local farms aren't great. We've worked with some local farms that I've gone and inspected them, and they're awful, and we've had to stop working with them. I think more and more, even chains, you see it with Chipotle, with their food with integrity, that even at a mass quantity amount, they're still trying to set the bar higher for themselves constantly. I think you're going to see more and more of that. It's just good business. So, yeah.